Defining what your game is, where you're going to have an edge, is enormously important.
You get an idea, you try it. Idea, try it. Idea, try it. Just say yes. Expect to fail at everything. And just think, do I want to go back and do that again?
You really have to know yourself, what your gifts are, and do a lot of it.
Rise and shine, it's Espresso Time. What's up, Believe Nation? It's Evan. I believe in you, and this channel is designed to be a part of your daily success routine. So let's start your day off right together. Grab your coffee and sip on today's message. Define your circle of competence. Over to you, Warren Buffett. Also, if you want to know what Warren Buffett and other successful entrepreneurs have to say about building unstoppable confidence, check out my 254 Confidence series, where every day for the next 254 days, I will send you a morning video for free to help you build your confidence. The link to join is in the description below.
It's important to associate with people that are better than yourself.
I wake up every morning. Espresso keep me going. I wake up every morning.
Ted Williams wrote a book called The Science of Hitting, and in it he had a picture of himself at bat and the strike zone broken into, I think, 77 squares. And he said if he waited for the pitch that was really in his sweet spot, he would bat 400, and if he had to swing at something on the lower corner, he would probably bat 235. And in investing, I'm in a no-called strike business, which is the best business you can be in. I can look at 1,000 different companies, and I don't have to be right on every one of them or even 50 of them. So I can pick the ball I want to hit.
And the trick in investing is just to sit there and watch pitch after pitch go by and wait for the one right in your sweet spot. And if people are yelling, swing you bum, ignore them.
There's a temptation for people to act far too frequently in stocks simply because they're so liquid. Over the years, you develop a lot of filters. And I do know what I call my circle of competence. So I stay within that circle, and I don't worry about things that are outside that circle. Defining what your game is, where you're going to have an edge, is enormously important.
I like to say that everybody has Michael Jordan level talent at something. I believe it. I think you have Michael Jordan level talent at something. I think you're a genius, a legit, bona fide genius. You should be off there changing the world. I believe it. I think you have that talent. I think you have that capabilities. Most people don't. Most people, one, they don't believe in themselves enough to actually go off and chase it. And most people, two, don't go off and explore to find the thing that they have genius at, that they could be Michael Jordan at, Warren Buffett at. And instead, you try to photocopy somebody else's life. You try to be the next somebody. No, you're a genius. Let's go. Let's chase it down. That's why I'm on my mission. I want to solve the world's biggest problem, untapped human potential. I think everybody is that genius, and they either don't know what the thing is that they should be doing, or they don't believe in themselves hard enough to go and chase it down. So let's work through those two things. Whatever camp you fall into, there's going to be advice that will help you. One, you don't know what you're a genius at. Amazing. What's the path? You explore, you test, you try. People settle way too early in life. You settle. You settle. How do you know if you like sushi or not until you taste it? You don't. You should be trying everything. I think everybody should try to be an entrepreneur. Everybody should try to have a YouTube channel. Everybody should try to have a podcast. Everybody should try to be an accountant. Like, you should try. You should pick up everything just to get a sense. Say yes to everything once. Adopt that mindset mentality. We get locked in to career paths way too soon. Why? Because that's what our parents did? Because that's what we went to school for? Why? You're going to now live the rest of your life doing something because you've only tried 5 different things and now you're going to pick? Like, that's a recipe for disaster. That's why 95% of America wakes up and drives to the job that they hate. You have to try. You have to say yes. And don't tie your self-worth to the results. You will suck at the beginning. Whatever you first start doing, you will suck. It will not work out. My first YouTube videos sucked. Go back, watch it, so you can see how bad I was when I first started my videos. I sucked. I was awkward. I was nervous. I was introverted. It took me 350 videos until I wasn't completely embarrassed by myself. 350 videos. And so the acid test needs to be, do you like the process? Do you want to go back and do it again? You may not have been good at it, but do you want to go off and do it again? So like when you go on a first date, Nina's here. Hello, Nina. Hello, Nina. We love you. Her new nails. Nina got her new nails. When you go on a date, when I went on my first date with Nina, the acid test is, do I want to go on a second date? Not, am I going to marry this person? Just, do you want to go back and do it again? Don't put so much pressure that this has to be the thing that works out and is the rest of your life. You won't know. You won't know at first glance. So you need to say yes to a whole bunch of things. When you don't know what you want to do in life, you need to say yes to almost everything. As long as it falls within your personal, values, ethics, you're not harming yourself, most things you should go off and try. I think you should try. I don't think you've tried enough. If you don't know what you want to do in life, you have not tried enough. I'm going to put my phone down on here because my arm is getting tired. You have not tried enough. You have not tried enough, and you need to try more. Next step, if you found the thing, you know what you want to do. You know what you have potential greatness at. You need to believe in that greatness. You need to believe in that greatness. You need to chase it down. And it's hard because maybe nobody in your family has ever done that before, right? Maybe nobody in your family has experience or any kind of background in this before, right? Nobody's done it. So it's hard, but you have to, because otherwise you will live the rest of your life in regret, knowing that you could have done more. You could have been great at something, but you stuck to this crappy job that you hate because it was the safe thing to do. You will hate your entire life if you do not fix this problem. Why am I going so hardcore on YouTube right now? Why am I pushing hard on Instagram too right now? Why do 3 videos a day? Why do 6 posts a day on Instagram? Why? Why? Because I have a window. Because there's a window on your opportunity. Because my window is now. Because this is a magic moment for me with my skills and my interests and my talents and my passions right now in the world of entrepreneurship, in the world of YouTube and Instagram, how it's all coming together. It all fits perfectly for where I'm at right now. And so I have to push hard. You put the blinders on. You put the blinders on and stop looking for other opportunities. It's right in front of you. You know the thing you have to go off and do. Go be great at it. And maybe you have to develop the skills. I had to develop the skills. I am not naturally gifted at this. Go back and watch my old videos. It took me a long time to get good at speaking in front of the camera, speaking in front of an audience, not being afraid, not being always so introverted. It took me a long time to get out of that. But you have to. This is the only way that you win. You want to win. You want to be happy. You want to win the game of life. You want to have a big impact. You want to win as an entrepreneur. This is the only path. You can't just copy somebody else. You can model, you can learn, but you have to figure out what is your circle of competence. You have to figure it out, and then when you find it, you have to go all in. That's it. Those are your only options. Otherwise, you lose, and you'll always know you're capable of more, but you're too afraid to go chase it down. So 1, if you have no idea what you're great at, you have no idea what you want to do, you're not going to think your way through this. You won't figure it out sitting on the couch or watching this video. You're going to get it by going off and doing it. You get an idea, you try it. Idea, try it. Idea, try it. Just say yes. Expect to fail at everything. And just think, do I want to go back and do that again? And if the answer is yes, then you go back and you keep going back and you keep going back, and suddenly you found your passion. And if you found the thing that you know you want to do, you found the thing that you know you have genius in, then you have to believe in yourself, and you have to pound on your craft, and you have to do that thing every single day to develop the talent, to develop your skill, to be amazing at that thing, because that is what you were born to do. You're a genius. You have Warren Buffett talent. You have Michael Jordan level talent, and you have to find it, and you have to own it, and you have to use it to become happy for yourself and to make a difference for the people around you and the world. Now, I've got a really special bonus clip that I think you're going to enjoy, but before that, question of the day, I want to know, what is your circle of competence? What do you have Warren Buffett, Michael Jordan level talent at? I'd love to hear from you. Put it down in the comments below.
Number 1, focus on what you do well. So many people start a business and try to do everything from the get-go. I think you really have to know yourself, what your gifts are, and do a lot of it, and try to find some other sucker to do the stuff that you are not good at. That's the truth. That's what makes a great partnership or good delegation. Whereas most people hammer away at everything thinking you have to be good. No, I knew what I was good at building my business. I was great at marketing. I was great at recruiting people. And that's what I did almost from my 3rd year in business only. I focused on that.
What are you really great at? Because as an entrepreneur, you typically want to do it all. And a lot of times in the very beginning, you are wearing every hat and trying to do it all. And you have to be resourceful. You have to be willing to get your hands dirty and do a little bit of everything in the beginning. But then it's like, okay, really buckle down. And I even had to go through this with myself. You know, there was times I was like trying to do too much, trying to do it all. And like figure out like, what am I really passionate about, and what am I really great at, and what is that one thing that I can do the very best on my team to add the most value, for this idea of business. And then so figuring out, okay, who do you really need? Do you need that chief operating officer, that person that's going to really help you with the operations and logistics and the infrastructure? Who do you need? That someone that's going to handle your marketing, that's just badass and all they care about is like how they're gonna be able to tell this story to the marketplace and be able to retain people that will become customers, and who are the people that you need around you, and what are you really truly great at.
Biggest money mistake I made in my life is investing in things that I don't understand and were too complicated. Like stocks. Yeah. Stocks I bought that I knew nothing about that I heard on CNBC I should buy, or having some guy. One of the things I like about your real estate deals, it's straightforward, it's simple, it's easy to understand. If you present me a deal now and I can't regurgitate it back to you real quick in some simple form, I'm not investing in it. I need to at least understand what it is I'm investing in.
Yeah, even if you miss something, you're willing to miss something?
I'll miss something, yeah. I've missed many things. So if I can't understand it or it's too complicated and I can't repeat it back to you pretty quickly, you lost me.
Yeah, so what's the biggest loss you had in not following that advice? What'd you buy? What'd you buy and what'd you lose?
I bought Yahoo stock at about, I don't remember, 75 or 80 bucks a share, and I'm talking like when I had about $3 million bucks, I put like 800 grand in there, and I think I ended up selling it at like 17. I bought Citigroup stock.
What'd you buy that?
I think in the 70s or 80s. I couldn't give you the exact dollar amount.
Lost.
And then like after I learned that lesson, I thought
240 grand.
Yeah. Then
you lost 700 grand.
And then I'm gonna give you two more biggies. The second one I did is I bought Citigroup stock at like $54 a share.
Yeah, 2008.
Which was like $700,000 worth of that, and I think I sold it at $2.50 is when I finally sold it, because I heard they were going to be the next AIG.
Yeah, they're worth $200.
And then the third one is stuff you talk about. I bought a residential real estate property that did not provide any revenue, did not provide any equity for me, that was, what do you call it? It would be like a trophy property, like, hey, I'm a big shot. Right? I'm in the big time. I bought one of those, and that wasn't that long ago either, and that was a property that I wasn't going to use, wasn't getting leverage out of, didn't generate revenue. I didn't know anything about the market I was buying in. I just wanted to look like a big shot. And I think I lost $2.5 million on that house. And that wasn't that long ago. That's just a few years ago. So I've still made some mistakes in my life. But those are probably the biggest loss. Is probably that house on one deal. Was probably that house. I lost $2.5. Maybe I lost $3 million. Maybe I lost $3 million on that.
Continue to believe, and I'll see you there.